Okay, we have been on the road now for 3 years, and you guys have always asked us what is our favourite caravan park. That's too hard to decide, so we've put together 11 of our best caravan parks. Last one might surprise you, so stay tuned.
Alright, so number 11 from Queensland is Coolum Beach Caravan Park, and that was right around the corner from where we used to live.
Yes.
It's one of our absolute favourites.
Probably more Tim's favourite because he's got the whole beach to walk hours on in the morning while I'm still asleep.
That was true.
But the park itself doesn't have all of the stuff that, you know, your Big Falls and your Discoveries have. So there's no jumping pillow, the carts to ride around, swimming pools, slides or anything like that.
But the reason it's in our top 11 is its location.
Yes.
So you got the beach, it's right on the beach, you've got amazing shops and restaurants just across the road.
It's a one-stop shop. You can just set up, stay there, and you don't actually have to get in your car until it's time to leave again if you just wanted to be in that vicinity of your holiday. So it does tick all those boxes. It's also got the big playground next door. Beautiful big open area. I can't remember is it Tickle Park?
Tickle Park.
I think it's called Tickle Park. I could be wrong. So you've got that big area for you to kick a ball around. You've got the skate park as well. They do surfing lessons as well for off the beach there. So there's heaps of things to do. So location-wise for a holiday, definitely up there.
Well done, Sunny Coast. You made the top 11.
All right, number 10. The Riverglade Caravan Park in Tumut, New South Wales. Stunning.
Right on the Tumut River.
I think we got there in a beautiful season because all the leaves were still falling and it was beautiful weather most of the time. I think we booked in for what?
About 5 days, but you stayed for probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, we ended up staying for 2 weeks. It's one of those kind of caravan parks. So it's right on the Tumut River, right outside your caravan. You step out and you were there and the river's just flowing. You can catch fish, salmon galore there if you want to. You've got your beautiful fire pits there. I don't know, even though it was really cold, like it was pretty cold.
It was cold.
You just forget about it all when you're sitting by the fire, cooking up on the fire and just watching everything go by. It's just, you just forget about the weather. And it was, yeah, it's up there for one of our favourite places for sure.
Yeah.
And there's beautiful walks. Yeah. Beautiful walks, beautiful parks. Yeah. Shops are close, everything's there. So, yeah, get there if you can.
Absolutely. All right, so number 9 is the Discovery Caravan Park in Bright. Absolutely loved Bright. And I think the caravan park was just so well situated.
Yeah, it was well set up too.
Yeah.
The size of it. Yeah. Huge.
We're right on the river. There's just beautiful walks in the morning. You had the canyon walk you could go on. Amazing bike rides. And Bright, the town Bright, is so cute and it's so awesome.
Yeah,
amazing
it's a nice
restaurants.
Little gem, hey?
Yeah. Just lovely, lovely, lovely people. We're in there in the middle of winter and it was so great. It was very cold.
It was freezing, but it was still great.
Yeah, great place if you want to get to Mount Buffalo.
Yeah, because that's where we based ourselves there to get to Mount Buffalo, which was a really nice day out.
Yeah, so well done, Bright.
So, number
8.
Tasman Holiday Parks in Rolling Stone, Queensland. That was another beautiful place because it was so big. The sites were massive. The park itself, again, really well situated. And then to top all that off, it was beautiful view over the beach if you're up that top end, or if you're not on the beach side, which you might not want to, it might be too windy. You'd be down by the lakes. They've got these 2 big, I think it's 1 or 2 big lakes sort of down in the park, and you can actually just park up and have that as your backdrop. It's beautiful down there. The people who run it were amazing. Rolling Stone, awesome.
All right, so number 7. This one came out of a bit of left field. We've only just left there. But again, we stayed for 10 days. I think we definitely outstayed our welcome.
We probably should have left earlier, but we got too comfortable, didn't we?
Yeah, but this was the Huon Park Holiday Park. Huon Park Caravan Park.
Yes.
Yeah, Huon Valley Caravan Park.
Yes, Huon Valley Caravan Park.
Yeah. It was so awesome. The greenest grass I've ever seen in my life at a caravan park.
They actually maintain this amazing, and the story behind this place, these guys built this caravan park from scratch 12 years ago, and they've been looking after it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And they have platypus
cruising
up and down the river everywhere, all around the whole caravan park, which is crazy. And I think that was it. We kind of fell in love with Huon Valley, and we sort of got sucked into this black hole, and we just didn't want to leave.
Yeah,
it was just the food and the cherries and the honey, and oh my god, it was just incredible. You've got to get to the Huon Valley. It also offers at 4 p.m. every day. I can't think what his name is who runs it, but he's a character, and he goes down there and he gives a little show for you. He shows you milking and shearing, herding ducks with the dogs.
They've also got Tassie Devils there.
Yeah, and they have a bit of a it's not a charity, I'm not too sure what you call it. So it's an informative session. So they take on rehabilitation for the devils that need that, and then they utilise that at a feeding time for them, that you get to stand around and watch them like right behind the glass at your height, and then they explain to you all about the history of them and, you know, disease and all that kind of stuff. So you obviously don't have to pay for any of that. It's all in your price when you stay at the caravan park. Huon Valley, absolutely love this caravan park. It was so hard to leave, but we eventually did, but we'll definitely be back. Okay, so number 6 is the Big Four at the Gold Coast in Queensland in Helensvale. This has definitely been a place that we've been to a few times. It's grown a lot, hasn't it, since we started going?
In fact, it was the first caravan park we ever went to when we first got our caravan.
It was too, when we had our expander.
It would have been 15 years ago.
I feel like it was longer.
Yeah.
But yes, it was. It was the first caravan park that we went to. That's very true. So we did our shakedown.
Yep.
So we've been going there for quite a while, and we've watched it grow and grow and grow, and the improvements they've made over the years. And we just recently stayed there on our way down to Tassie, and blown away by all the water slide wet park they've put in now. All the area down the bottom where it had flood in the past, they've now got extra drainage, and they've got it all set up really, really well now. The wildlife, koalas, they've got a big off-leash area with 2 separate off-leash areas for dogs. They do doggy daycare, huge areas for cricket and families.
Right across the road.
And then the biggest part is
you got Movie World and Dream World and Wet and Wild, all right there.
So you can actually walk to Movie World and Wet and Wild if you wanted to, because it's literally just go up the street and down under the highway and across.
Yep.
So location again is awesome. You're close to shops and groceries if you need them. A shopping centre, I think it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road by car. So yeah, definitely a place to go to if you're heading to the Gold Coast. I reckon this is definitely one for your list.
Yep. Number 5, the last caravan park in Queensland. Yes, it is. Number 5 is the Big Four holiday park in Cannon Vale at Airlie Beach.
Yeah. Now
this caravan park again has been one we've been to for many, many years. It's not dog friendly, unfortunately, but it's definitely kid friendly.
That's no reason for us not to mention it, because we've been there so many times prior to taking the dogs with us.
Yeah. It's the water slides, massive pool, huge caravan sites, green grass, amazing bird life, kiddie zoo.
Yeah, the kids zoo that you can go in and feed the animals.
You got the shops just down there around the corner.
And of course, being a Big Four, I mean, all the Big Fours that we mentioned, of course, they have all the go-karts and all the kids' activities and all those extra things that you guys all know about.
Yeah.
So they do have all those as well. But it's just, yeah, it's a nice environment.
If it was dog friendly, I reckon there'd be a contender for number 1.
Yeah, because we really love it up there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they don't take doggies anymore, so we won't be back there until we do a trip without the dogs, which probably won't be for a while.
No, that's right.
Unfortunately. Who knows? They might change it.
No.
Who knows?
Doubtful.
Yeah, anyway, wishful thinking. So number 4, it's a bit of a funny story, but Alice Springs, the discovery at Alice Springs is definitely a favourite of ours. But I think it's a real wow for us because we had just suffered 10 days straight of COVID in Cooper Pedy before arriving at Alice Springs. And you felt like it was an oasis when we arrived at Alice Springs because, yeah, we'd have a tough road. But rocking up to a caravan park that has a slide and a pool, a couple of pools actually, big areas for you to play and muck around on, communal fires, food trucks on site at the caravan park.
A pub just around the corner, which was amazing. Yeah. And Alice Springs is an awesome place to explore, isn't it?
Yeah, Alice Springs was phenomenal. We would 100% go back there. We really, really would love to go back to that area. So yeah, if you can get out there, guys, do it. And we felt totally safe in this caravan park and totally safe everywhere that we went and in town. So you've got to be smart and be wise and enjoy yourself.
Alright, so number 3, out of left field, we weren't even planning on coming to this caravan park in Tasmania. It happened on a really crappy driving day, one of those days you just want to forget. And we came to this caravan park late on a Sunday night.
It was closed.
Yeah, and they opened up for us and we just booked in for a few nights. It was the day before my birthday.
It was.
And it was the Bridport Seaside Caravan Park. Now, I don't know why nobody talks about this place, but Bridport is so amazing.
It's a beautiful little town. Like, yes, there's not a lot there, and it is up that sort of top area. But I tell you what, it's like they had their own little private Bay of Fires.
Yeah.
Because the rocks were all like the Bay of Fires, and the kids were all rock jumping on them. Riley even went swimming. But the caravan park has 4-kilometre frontage of the beach. Yeah, 4 kilometres, you didn't mishear me.
And the beach is just amazing.
It has 4 entrances into the caravan park that you can go into.
And every single beach that it has a frontage on is just
It's
blows
stunning.
your mind.
And we were literally on unpowered, and we literally looked out the window, and it's just this beautiful, beautiful turquoise water, walked down our little sand area down to the beach. And yeah, it's dog friendly, dog off leash beach. So yeah, we're a bit in our element there because it was very laid back and a bit slower, and it was just really relaxed.
Bike riding was amazing. The trekking was amazing. Bridport Caravan Park. If you're in Tasmania, you absolutely have to go there. Stay in the unpowered section and get one of the beachside ones. You'll never want to leave. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So Bridport is definitely up there as one of my favourites. I'm going to remember that one big time for Tassie. All right, number 2, we're getting closer. Number 2 would definitely have to be in South Australia, the Discovery in Robe. So sometimes I don't know if it's the caravan park or the town, because the town was amazing. I loved the uniqueness of all the shops and the food, because they had lots of different food, didn't they? Different cultural food in Robe. The caravan park was just a really nice place again to come home to. You've got your caravan, you've got everything you need, you've got your necessities. The location was beautiful. You can walk out the front of the caravan park, and there's this beautiful picnic area, all grass with barbecues and little huts, and then past that is just beach, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you can drive on the beach.
You can drive on the beach.
We went down there a couple of times and had breakfast on the beach, so we took our car down there. That was when we had the barbecue at the back of the car.
Yeah, that was our old car that we had.
And that was just amazing. Yeah, we got some very, very happy memories at Robe. We caught our first squid in Robe.
Yes, we did. And then cooked it up with some mates at the barbecues on the grass area, and we sat on our picnic blanket and ate our fresh squid. So yeah, it was a pretty cool place with cool memories. But when I said yes, we can drive on the beach, I mean 2-wheel drive hatchbacks can drive on the beach, because the beach there along Robe is like a road, and you just see it's crazy to see it when you look at it. You're like, what am I really going on there? Yeah. But yeah,
I think it's because the wind blows all the soft sand off.
It was pretty windy. It can get windy, but we got lucky. We got lucky actually. It wasn't too bad.
It was really beautiful there. I'd go back there in a heartbeat. Yeah.
So the Discovery in Robe, great location because you can walk to everything, and you've got everything just out the front. Again, you can just set up and you're good to go.
All right. So number 1, it's in the state of South Australia. Our favourite caravan park in Australia is,
in 3 years that we've been travelling,
is the Wilpena Pound Resort and Campground.
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow. I'd go back there tomorrow if I could.
And there is so many reasons why. I mean...
And dogs couldn't go.
Yeah,
we still loved it.
Yeah, the dogs couldn't go. They did have a holiday away from us for that 7 days. We did spend 7 days there and away from them. But there was so much about this place that we 110% will be going back to that area. You had the campgrounds were left very natural, and that's what I love, going to campgrounds like that when they haven't bulldozed everything down and made it really modern. It was very outback, very laid back, and the culture, the people, families and kids and everyone of every age, I don't know, we just had the best time. And the stars.
Yes, the night sky was incredible.
The night sky, you have to be there to experience. You can't put it into words what it's like. For all of you that have been there, you'll know.
Yeah, we got walks that last for half an hour all the way through to 3 days. They all start from the Wilpena Pound Campground. So you can park up there and walk to your heart's content.
Yeah, and that's why we didn't take the dogs, because we wanted to be in a location where we could just get up in the morning early and just go on our hikes and be back down before sort of lunchtime, I guess. And that really makes it easier. There are campgrounds further down the road, but I think it's about 20-25 minutes. And for us,
outside of the national park.
It was a bit long to leave the dogs in a van for that period of travel time plus your walk time and exploring, because we saw a lot. You could learn a lot. They had like a ceremony for you, a welcoming ceremony for you when you arrive. You come and do that. You have the elders that come down to the fire. They tell you all the history and the dream time, and I don't know, there was a lot of history, and I don't know, I almost felt home. It was the weirdest feeling to explain, but just being there and just being, I don't know, just so far away from everything, and it was just so peaceful. So yeah, we'll be definitely going back there for sure, and that is why it's number one, because we could not fault that place. We just couldn't. We couldn't fault it, could we?
No.
There was nothing we did not like about Wilpena Pound.
So, South Australia, we're coming back.
Yes, you are 100% number one for us on our list.
Yeah.
So, we haven't been to WA yet. That's why we haven't put it on there, guys. So, but for now, that's the last state for us to actually explore. So, yeah, Wilpena Pound, South Australia is number one.